The sun blazed, heat shimmered off the Nile. Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids, bustled with activity. But in a cool, shadowy palace, a drama of betrayal, loss, and forgiveness was about to unfold. At its center, Joseph, son of Jacob, sold into slavery by his own brothers. Years had passed, years of hardship, then unexpected favor. Joseph's abilities, his very dreams, had lifted him from prisoner to the pharaoh's right hand. Now, famine gripped the land. Even distant Canaan, Joseph's homeland, felt the sting of hunger. And so it was that a caravan, led by Joseph's brothers, arrived in Egypt seeking grain. They didn't recognize the powerful figure before them, this Egyptian official who held their fate in his hands. But Joseph, he knew them instantly. He saw the years etched on their faces, heard the echoes of their guilt in their voices. Joseph's heart pounded. A lifetime of emotions, hurt, anger, a yearning for his father surged within him. Yet, he masked his turmoil behind an Egyptian official's stoic facade. He spoke curtly, tested his brothers, accused them of being spies. Fear flickered in his brothers' eyes. They stammered, pleaded their innocence. They spoke of a missing brother, the youngest, Benjamin. Joseph listened intently, each word a fresh wound to his heart. They hadn't changed, these brothers who'd left him for dead, or had they? He devised a plan. He would keep Simeon as hostage, demand they return with Benjamin as proof of their honesty. Joseph yearned to see his youngest brother, the one who hadn't been part of the betrayal, but more he needed to know. Had time softened their hearts? The brothers returned, Benjamin in tow. Joseph, watching them closely, saw their genuine concern for the boy. He saw, too, their shame when they confessed their past sin, the selling of their own flesh and blood. Could he bear to continue this charade? He could not. Joseph ordered his servants to leave the room. Tears welled in his eyes. "I am Joseph," he cried, his voice thick with emotion. "Does my father yet live?" His words hung in the air, heavy as stones. His brothers, speechless, stared back at him. They saw not the Egyptian official but the boy they had betrayed, now grown into a man of power. Fear, sharp and cold, gripped their hearts. Had they doomed them all? Section 4, Tears of Regret. Joseph wept openly now, his tears a torrent of long-suppressed grief and longing. His brothers, overwhelmed by guilt and fear, could only stammer apologies. They had wronged him terribly. They deserved any punishment he meted out. But Joseph, his heart softened by time and divine guidance, saw their remorse was genuine. He spoke gently, reassuring them. What they had intended for evil, God had used for good. He had saved countless lives, including their own. He embraced them, each one, his tears mingling with theirs. The years of pain, the bitter memories, began to fade in the face of this extraordinary forgiveness. They were brothers, reunited at last. Section 5, A Father's Joy. Word reached Jacob in Canaan. Joseph was alive. The news, at first unbelievable, filled the old man with a joy so profound it was almost unbearable. He would see his beloved son again, the son he had mourned for so long. The journey to Egypt was long, but hope propelled them forward. When they finally met, Joseph and Jacob, it was a moment of pure joy. Years melted away as they embraced, father and son. The long nightmare was over. Joseph settled his family in Egypt, providing for their every need. The years of famine passed. In that fertile land they prospered, their bonds strengthened by shared hardship and divine grace. Section 6, Seeds of Redemption. The story of Joseph and his brothers is a powerful testament to the enduring power of forgiveness. It reminds us that even in the darkest moments when all hope seems lost, redemption is possible. It speaks of the enduring strength of family, the unbreakable threads that bind us, even across years of separation and pain. But most of all, it speaks of divine providence, the unseen hand of God at work in our lives. For just as he used Joseph to save his family and countless others from starvation, he can use even the most challenging experiences to shape us, refine us, and ultimately bring us to a place of healing and wholeness. The seeds of our greatest trials, when touched by grace, can blossom into the most beautiful redemption. If you found this story inspiring, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting content. Your support helps us continue to share these powerful stories.